I repeat again. The more you what?
Right.
The more you spread yourself, your consciousness, the lighter you will become. And the light here means both the things. You will feel light and you will become light. You will feel enlightened. That is enlightenment. When you have no weight and you are lighted within. These are original my definition. Though it cannot be defined. Why you are being so serious? You don't like my definition?
No, it's good, Swami. It's good definition.
Just good.
Very good.
Just very good.
Excellent.
Why you are miser even in appreciating?
Appreciating I'm not wiser last Swami.
So you said good. You could have said not so good. That's not. I don't like it. What is this? If you are always lying down, if you don't become alert, you will be possessed by evil spirits. You have a tendency. So just listen to me, otherwise you can fall anytime.
Okay,
All those things which happens to you, all your melodrama and all kind of things which happens at certain interval, you become receptive to negative energy. Your home environment, the eating habit, whatever you have eaten, all kind of non-vegetarian food which you have eaten without any discretion, they are receptive to negative energy. So you have to be very alert. That's why it is called treading upon the edge of the razor. If you are lethargic, if you are in a negative mood, if you are procrastinating, if you are not enthusiastic, if you are not positive, then negative vibe will possess you. Has there been any death in this home?
Oh, my father.
Other than your father?
Perhaps maybe grandmother many years ago.
Grandmother also?
Yes, that's many years ago.
So you have to look where they of negative energy, or where they of, is it possible that they were possessed by something, or they were receptive to negative vibration and they were doing things like that? I'm asking you, are moving your head like a donkey.
No.
When I ask you, just be more alert and
not that I've heard of.
You were saying about your some grandmother or someone that you were very much against that person.
Oh, that one was another grandmother, and she didn't die in this house.
And your grandmother, this grandmother, how was her energy?
I don't know. I never seen her before. She died when I was like a baby or a child.
Grandmother, whose mother?
Father's mother.
And what about your father?
Father, he was very jolly and cheerful type of personality when he died.
Was, but he used to have fight with your mother, you said, I think.
That one was, small fight. Not fight, like small arguments.
That is all right. But he was till the very end jolly, or he became later on?
Jolly. He was more jolly when he was older.
Okay. So what is the cause of your all these mental problems? You have to find out the roots.
I think the source is from my brother, Swami. My brother.
So your brother, what was his experience of his childhood and what? So until and unless you find the roots, you cannot get rid of it completely. And when you are finding, just wait. When you are finding the roots, you have to be very detached. You have to be very neutral, very a scientific observer. Not that it is my family, so I will hide something. You have to expose everything, whatever may be the reason for the madness in the family. And there have been, I think, other people who were like you, some people who had some madness in your, either from maternal side or paternal side. You said about one of your aunt was living where? In hospital or what? Where?
Oh, that one maternal side.
Where she lives?
Old folks home.
Old
folks home.
Still she is living or what?
Still living.
Why she is living there?
Her daughter disowned her. Not to say officially disowned, but left her. So she's alone.
And she has no son?
No son, just one daughter, and her husband already died.
So why is she disowned?
I guess last time when her daughter was young, she didn't take care of the daughter. She left the daughter with another babysitter, like left it to be taken care by the babysitter. So she didn't have a close relationship with the daughter. So after the daughter found her husband, she left the state, and she later left Malaysia. She is in Singapore now.
So you were eating too much of these non-vegetarian food. Every day you were eating something.
In the past, I ate a lot of meat. I wasn't so, I didn't like vegetables in the past.
And also junk food.
Junk food not so much, but more meat.
So I was saying that if you want to get rid of negative vibes, if you want not to be receptive, you have to be very wise with food. Food can make a lot of difference. People who are eating non-vegetarian food, they will be very much prone to all those things. So if you are already unconscious, as everyone is, and if you eat wrong kind of food, especially non-vegetarian food, what you are doing when eating non-vegetarian food? You are murdering animals, you are killing them. So their negative energy, when you are killing them, they are not going to spread positive energy. They will release certain hormones in their body that will be of fear and anger. And those things are entering inside you. So any negative vibration, thought waves which is around you, you will become receptive. You are already an unconscious person, a person who is weak and who can be receptive to all kind of negative things. and you are eating food which will help all those negative energy to enter inside you. You are eating those food, the sexuality of the animal is entering inside you. The anger of the animal is entering inside you. They will start functioning in your body. It will be a kind of rebirth for them. And how these animals are killed, you don't know. Whenever an animal is killed, it cannot be a pleasurable experience for the animal. So if you are eating first thing, it shows that you are very insensitive. Anyone who eats, that person is totally asleep. He is not at all an alive person. He is not thinking before doing anything. He is just, because everyone is doing, so I have to do also. If you are little bit alert and if you observe things, whenever I go for walking, I see in the street there are goat meat is there hanging. What do you call it? The goat meat? Mutton. So it is there hanging, blood is oozing out, it looks so dirty. And people are so, you will see if someone sees shit and they are making faces like this, and you are eating it. Not that you are eating while you are asleep, someone is putting it into your mouth. You are so, whenever you have to eat non-vegetarian food, you will produce lot of more saliva. You think you are something, you will enjoy it so much. And you see the body when it is hanging, its skin, its flesh, full of blood. And not just while they are being killed, it is brutal. The way they are kept, imprisoned in a small place where they cannot even move, hundreds of them placed. So do you think there will be blessing from their side? Existence will bless you for this kind of... You need not read any book for this. Your intelligence should tell you are doing something very wrong. And those animals must be sexually far more powerful than you. They are more alive, that's why they are called animal. The very word animal comes from a root anima, which means life. You see animals, how alive they are. But there is no morality in animal kingdom. There is no laws. So if you don't have to get married or you don't have to decide we will live together. Anytime, anywhere, they can just, if they feel in heat, if they want to have sex, they can have sex. But that is not allowed for human beings. Then you are repressing whatever is boiling inside you. And that can express itself in many perverted way. In madness, in sexuality, in violence, in destructiveness. And if with meat you are drinking alcohol also, or you are taking drug also, you are going towards being a criminal, or you are going towards being a murderer or serial killer, whatever. This woman, Suchna said, who killed her own son, she must be a meat eater. She must maybe a drunkard also. And if she was taking herself those pills from psychiatrists and psychologists, if she was taking, then that will spoil the, because then you are not in control. So much is happening in India. It's really dynamic time for India. Best opportunity. Now about 25 wild well have been found. So 4 they have already started producing wild. So it will take care of 7% of India's need. This, so it will save a lot of money. When you are importing it, you have to pay a lot of money, too much money. So previous governments, they were all doing everything against India, especially the Congress government, not the BJP's previous government, but they could not also get rid of the hangover of Congress mentality. So that's why British newspaper, perhaps Guardian or some other, had the editorial when Modi became the Prime Minister, that this is the first nationalistic government. It's like now India has become really free. That's why all these countries are afraid, because they know the potential of India. If they don't disturb, then India will be on top very soon, and that will be auspicious for the whole world. If they follow the Indian wisdom, whatever its sages and great people have discovered. All other countries are just, they can be very materially very wealthy, but they don't have the vision. They have legs, but they don't have the eyes. China has lost its heritage of Lao Tzu. So China at present, till communism is there and these greedy people are ruling it, it can become a wealthy country, but cannot be auspicious even for its own people. So China is always involved in doing all kind of negative things for India. You have heard about Maldives or not?
Yes, Swami, yes.
How?
I think it's famous for its beautiful beaches and sea.
All these places, once it was ruled by Indian people, and it's said by some Western expert, I forgot his name, that the very word, and it is very clear, the very word means garland, the very name. Garland of islands, because it has many islands. This mal comes from mala, the mala which you wear. Mala, and dweep in Sanskrit, and in Hindi dweep means island. So Mala Dweep, garland of islands. So it's a Hindi name, and the same like in Singapore, it is said that Singapore, and it looks like that. It comes from Sanskrit word. Sing in Sanskrit means lion. Pur is for cities. Anywhere, if the word is Pur, that is for city. In India, there are many Pur, like Nagpur, Kanpur. There are so many Pur in India. Jamshedpur. Pur means city. So in the same way, Singapore, city of lions, Singapore. Now, if you make it in Sanskrit way, Singha, and if you like, if in some South Indian way you pronounce it, then it will become like Singapore. In Sanskrit, it is Rama. In Hindi, it is Ram. So Sanskrit is more poetic, more, it's like Krishna in Sanskrit. In Hindi, it is Krishna. I don't know language, but it can be like that. Singha is Sing in Sanskrit. Singha, I think it must be in Sanskrit. So it becomes very similar then. And Pur. Same is true about Malaysia or Indonesia. These are all once ruled by Indian kings, whether Hindus or Buddhists, but ruled by them. While making the tea, I felt again what a blessing that she has left. Because then I have to make things. When you have to make things, you are using your body, and then otherwise if you are all the time sitting, you are living a, what do you call it, a sedentary life. Then your body, it needs some physical work. Otherwise, your body-mind coordination will not be so good. Especially when you are getting old, you need to do things. But everyone has been made lazy by modern way of life. No one wants to do anything. Huh? You want to do anything or not? Not much. You are a very lazy kind of person.
Actually,
in a way.
Sorry, I enjoy doing things sometimes, like
Sometimes.
after cleaning.
Sometimes,
After cleaning.
I think even that I told you to clean. That will be also a meditation.
Yeah. So after cleaning, when it is like sparkling and smelling so good, then I feel nice.
You feel nice, but you were not doing it. So after you started talking with me, and I started telling you should do physical work also only. Then your house is cleaner, or because I think I started telling you while you were here, and then you went to that place also. So has it become cleaner than before or not?
Cleaner sounding. Yes,
I think this your room used to be quite dirty. This one before.
Yes. I threw
Cluttered.
a lot of things, and I still
very
going
cluttered.
to throw. Yeah, nowadays it's much better. I will show you some.
Earlier it was, I think even there it was like a shop.
My table.
Is it Osho's pictures there?
Yes, two of yours and one of Osho's.
Show again. Clear from.
Yeah. Then your photo, you got two. One is this one.
Okay. So let me continue now. So the energy of the place is created by the people who live there. So if people are living at a place for long time and they are doing negative things, wrong kind of things, if you enter into that place and if you start living there, it will start affecting you. And if you are if you are a shrunken person, you are living in your body very partially. It's not that you are the master of the whole body. Your consciousness is shrunk. It is not occupying the whole body. It is like when you are lacking in confidence, when you are depressed, when you are negative, then you are not occupying your whole body. You are living somewhere like inside. So then your body becomes open, receptive for all kind of energy. When I came into this house, because it was given to a school, and the man who was running this school was just third rate, so he must have been doing a lot of third rate things. There must have been happening a lot of perverted things here. So when I came here, I felt very sexual energy here, and very not good energy, and that affected me for long. So one has to be very wise with whom you are associating, in whose company you live. If you don't have the right company, then it is better to be alone. You had this hysteria ever? But you used to hear voices, so what was the difference?
Yes. Hysteria is they will shout and like become like mad lah. They will use shout like a mad person. For my case, it's like the voice was telling me to do something, so I just follow the voice, and I was not conscious lah.
If the voice was telling you to do something, that may be some negative energy, some evil spirit entering inside you.
Yes.
So then you need to be always in positive frame of mind. You need to be more alert, more conscious. You should not allow negative things to enter. And you are very receptive. Once in a while you are very, something happens and you become immediately depressed and gloomy. Then all those things will enter. If you want to close their doors, then you have to be not allowing yourself to remain in depression or anything negative. So whenever you are feeling like you are sinking, just do something which will destroy that space. That is the time you have to become very alert, not allowing it to begin. Once it start possessing you, then it will be not in your control. That time you should do some gibberish, wild dance, some meditation which is cathartic, and so that they are not allowed to enter. They are all thrown out. You have to vomit them out. And the more conscious you are, it will not allow negative things to enter inside. I have also seen one of my relatives. She was living in my house for some time. She had some sexual experience with someone which is not accepted in our culture. So then once it is known to other, then they will treat you in a like you are characterless, you are a bad person. Even your family member will, instead of boosting you. They will create everything which will worsen your state. So when you start feeling guilty, then the guilt will become depression, and then you are shrunken, and you are receptive to all negative kind of energy. They are always there. When you are positive, when you are alert, awake, when you are fresh. So when you are not occupying your house totally, when you are living half-heartedly, in a lukewarm way, and you have no enthusiasm for life, you are full of negativity, you are suicidal, you want to commit suicide, or you want to kill someone, or you want to die, whatever, you want to just sleep all the time, then you become very receptive to all kind of negative energy. So I saw that, because she was living in my house, so I saw that woman. It is in psychological term, it is called hysteria. But I saw her, the way she was shouting, and she was saying, he's there, he's there, he's there. And she will shout so many things. I was just a child at that time. We would laugh in a way. There is no one, and my father, and also no one is there. Just because we think we are very wise. Something is happening in our brain, and even maybe psychology, they don't know what is happening. They will explain it in some way. But maybe there are thought waves, there are energies, negative energy, which is left in the environment, which is looking for the right receptive home. And then that energy will possess that person, and from that person it will do all kind of wrong things. The woman can murder someone, the woman can do anything very perverted or anything, and then she will feel how it happened. Because when she will be in her saner state, she will feel that I have not done anything. Someone has used me. That is what you were saying. You used to listen voice, and they will tell you to do things. They can tell you to kill your mother. They can tell you to just what do you call it, when you crush people with your car, and at that time you will be helpless. So one has to avoid all those things from the very beginning. If you want your life to be good, never eat all those things, because when you are eating non-vegetarian food, you will be more in a state where negative things will enter inside you, and you may start sinking, you may start going down and down. That is what happens to all these Hollywood and Bollywood stars. I know more about Bollywood stars. Their life is so third rate, so devilish and evilish. Why it is like that? Because when you have lot of money, when you can buy anything, and you have power, you have the power of the money, so then you don't care. You can do anything, and you think you can still, you will not be caught. You can get out of any situation. Then all kind of evil desires which you have, or the energy, the thought waves of evil desires which is hovering around you, can function through you. There are people who say that in Salman Khan's house, there are many dead bodies are there. He may have killed many women, many people like that. I don't know, so I cannot claim it, but these people can do anything. When Sushant Singh died, there is a word which I have forgotten. I told you at that time that they take out. I cannot see your face clearly. You bring your face more, Mrs. Bhupendra. I should see your face, not your shoulders. So what they do is that there is this in this pineal gland. I think there is something inside. The gland secretes some juice. So they take out this from small children, and when it is injected to them, it is said that they will remain youthful, they will remain more sexual. So they do all these stars. You don't know their evil life, what they seem to the outsider, and people are so impressed by them, they want to imitate them, because either they are complete idiots, they know nothing about what kind of third-rate people these are, and whatever their stardom is all created by media. Media can make any donkey into big star, and only mostly donkeys are made into great stars. Most of the Bollywood stars who are called superstar, they are not even good actors. But because, like Gavaskar said, Indian cricketer, Indian films are made by the asses for the masses. And the masses, their number is really very big. Mostly unintelligent people are living anywhere. Their number will be always far, far bigger than intelligent people. So only they will create some idol. The idol of country will mostly be someone who is unintelligent. If someone intelligent is regarded or respected, then there will be a lot of enemies also. These days I am listening to many of the stories of ghosts, because whenever I start listening to something, I want to listen to utilize all those things. And because you are already so much, you have been troubled by all those things. The real help will happen only when you become more conscious, when you have real confidence in you. That comes only when you become more conscious. All other things can be of some help, little bit help. But once you are really conscious, and you have driven away your unconsciousness, then you are the master. Then no one can exploit you. You will prefer death instead of being a slave to someone. You will never do anything which is wrong, which you know that it will have inauspicious consequence for the collective consciousness. You won't be able to do. When you are conscious, you can see what will be the consequence of your action. So I don't believe so much that anyone should go into tantra or experiment too much in sex and all those things. Most important thing, first be your own master. First you should have the light, inner light. Only then you should do other things. That is the first thing. First thing first. Socrates, know thyself first. Physician, heal thyself first. Before you start treating others, first heal yourself. Otherwise, you will be just harmful. Not only to others, but to yourself also. And finally, you will be in hell. It is better to remain unknown unrecognized, just a nobody, than to create all this havoc. You at least you are living a silent, peaceful life. Otherwise, your own life will become very troublesome. And if existence wants to do something good from you, by you, then it will create situation for you. Maybe you have left the energy this time. Next, if the desire is there that I want to be very beneficial to the world, maybe it will happen in the next life. What is the hurry? Osho used to say eternity is available. What is the hurry? Don't be in hurry. Otherwise, the more you are in hurry, more it will be delayed. It will create more worry for you. If you want a big banyan tree, you have to be very patient. Swamiji, my master, always used to say that it is only at the right time flowers happens in trees. And when the gardener is putting, it's Kabir Doha, which is in, but I am translating it in English. So when you are watering its roots, while the gardener is watering its root, he is not impatient. He is doing his work. When the right season will come, it will become a big tree and it will flower. माली सींचे 100 घड़ा, ऋतु आए फल होए. I may not be exactly quoting it right because my memory is not so good, but that means the gardener, he is putting hundreds of buckets of water into its root. Every day is putting water. There is no impatience. He is not in a hurry. When the right season, when the right time comes, it will become a big tree, and it will flower, and thousands of people can rest within it. That is what Ramakrishna Paramhans used to say. He said to Vivekananda. Vivekananda once had a glimpse of enlightenment, Satori something, and after that he remained in that state for many hours. Then he went to Ramakrishna, touched his feet. He bowed down to him and he said that just Paramhans, they have just blessed me that I should remain in that state forever. Only coming out just to eat some food and then go back and be in that state. Because he felt it was such a heavenly state, he didn't want to come back to this world again. And Ramakrishna Paramhans said that I was thinking that you will be a banyan tree. Under its shade, so many people can take shelter. And you are so selfish, you just want your own liberation. You have to do my work. You have to spread my words around the world. Because I have the experience, but I don't know the language. I don't have the expression. I am an uneducated man. But you can spread my words, my message, my teaching everywhere. You have that talent. So don't be so selfish. First, do my work. Before 3 days of your death, I will return you the key of Samadhi. And then you can rest forever. And Ramakrishna always used to say that Vivekananda will not live for long. His life is short. So once you have completed your task, once you have done whatever the master has given to you, you can just relax. And Ramakrishna Paramhans used to say that once you have become enlightened, he used to smoke this hookah. You know hookah? Hookah bars. It's a smoke. You like
Is it cigar? Cigar?
a kind of cigar, but it is a big thing. So
Shisha. It's called shisha in Arabic, I think.
there in those places it is called shisha or whatever, but it is called hookah also. And there are hookahs bar in big cities. So you can take anything out of it. You can take hashish, you can take marijuana, you can take whatever. So Ramakrishna also used to smoke that hookah. So he said, once you have reached there, and you have all the time, you can do anything. You can just sit and enjoy. You don't have to do anything, just being is enough. And there was one more enlightened master in Maharashtra. And my master, he had at least 3 gurus. And he used to have their picture in his camps earlier. I don't know whether he still have or not. One is of Osho, that was the biggest picture, and then there will be one of Nisargadatta Maharaj and the other of U.G. Krishnamurti. So those who helped him in his inner journey, those who helped him to dispel the inner darkness, he will have their picture. Their picture will be small, Osho's picture will be big one. And U.G. Krishnamurti had stayed at his house also. And they used to go to U.G. Krishnamurti house. Few times they may have went. So this man, Nisargadatta Maharaj, he was totally uneducated. He had a beedi shop. But his book, his name is I Am That. And it is a modern day classic spiritual book. Those who are very much interested in spirituality, they read this book. When I used to stay in Pune, I had very meager money, very limited money. So I had a Japanese girlfriend and I was staying at her place, and then my money was finished. I wanted to go back. So then I asked her that I have only 100 rupees left now and I have to go back. I need some money for buying the tickets, and on the way I need some money to eat something. So she said that Japanese never share their money with anyone. And she was, according to her, a film director or producer, something like that there. She was a rich person. Then I went to my master. I said that my girlfriend is saying this. He said that she can share her life, but she cannot share her money. And these people want to be liberated. So I think I had already had the ticket. I just had needed some money for the way and I wanted to buy that book. I Am That. There was one bookshop in Pune. It was called Sophia. They used to sell old books. So at half price. I don't remember, maybe 50 rupees or 100 rupees I paid for that. And my master gave me the money. He gave me 200 rupees. That is, I think I asked him 100 rupees. He gave me 200. So, So Nisargadatta Maharaj used to say, after enlightenment there is only time pass. It can be a bad time pass or good time pass or very good time pass, but it is all time pass. Once you are at home, लौट के बुद्धू घर को आए. That means the fool returned back to home. He was loitering everywhere. What is the word? He was just, when you are just wasting your time outside, wandering here and there, everywhere. Then you realize that it's no point, then he returned back to home. लौट के, this is my quote, लौट के बुद्धू घर को आए और बुद्ध हो गए. The fool returned back to home, or the buddhu returned back to home and he became a Buddha. You are a buddhu because you are going out. Just come in and you will be a Buddha. That is what is meant by the kingdom of God is within you. Return back home. In Mahavir's language it is called pratikraman. Coming back. You have gone out. What Osho says, we are all outgoing energies. We are always going out. That's why our energy is leaking. Be a pool of energy. Don't go anywhere. Ultimately, you have to go nowhere, neither in nor out. Just be. Just relax. But first you have to go in because you have gone out. You have to change the direction. Then you have to stop going anywhere. Just be. Because in and out is all psychological. In reality, there is only oneness. There is no in, there is no out. So I was saying to you that woman must be a non-vegetarian and must be drinking also, who killed her son. Vegetarian people, it's very difficult for them to do these things. Because you are already killing animals for your food. So when you can kill animals, it is not going to be very difficult to kill human beings also. You are already a murderer. Just you have to become greater expert. You are studying in lower class. Now she is promoted. Now she has become an expert, a PhD in murder course. If you can kill your own son or daughter, then you are a PhD, a delete holder. Really excellent. You have got great marks.
You must be in a very unconscious state to do that, something I feel.
What unconscious state? If you are just selfish, you are narcissist. You think you are the center of the world. This is the illusion of all parents that they have created this child. What you have done to create the child? You were just jumping over each other. Child is a gift from existence. You are just a medium. What Buddha's father, when he returned back home, and Buddha's father saw him with the begging bowl, he said that what you have done is totally unforgivable. But I have a father's heart. I can forgive you. You have destroyed our whole reputation, our whole family heritage. We were never beggars. You are begging everywhere. Buddha said, I don't know about your family line, but I have been beggars. My family line is always of beggars. He said, what you are talking? You are my son. And you are behaving as if you are my father. I have given birth to you. Buddha said, you have not given birth to me. I was there before even you were born. You have been just a passage. You have been like a road. I have passed through you. And I have been a seeker always. So in my family, for those who want to know the truth, those who are seekers, if they have to beg to survive, they will beg, because that is not for them the most important thing. Most important thing is to know themselves. Food is not so essential. Food is not the primary thing. So how can I waste so much time just for getting food? So whatever I get, I am not demanding anything. It is just for survival. So parents these days, they think they have produced the child. They are the producers. They are the creators. So when you have this illusion that you have produced the child, you have created the child, then you have all the right to destroy also. If you destroy your painting or your sculpture, your image, whatever you have created, you have the right. So in the same way, they think they have all the rights, because they are the creators. But how can you create someone just by jumping over each other? You are just a passage. Once you have understood it, then you will be very grateful. The child is a gift from existence, or God, if you want to say. Then you will be very careful. If you are not able to take good care of the child, then don't give birth. That is the greatest crime. According to Osho, there is, for countries like India, there is no crime greater than giving birth to child at present. Because everything, land is it's limited. All the resources are limited, and the population goes on growing. It is exploding. Then this kind of mad population, what do you expect from them? They will become perverted. They will become very violent. When everything will be lacking. Even if you create outside affluence, there will be space will be so much lacking in one house there. If in Japan, I heard Osho's discourse, which was of 60s, I think. He said that they are like in trains, in Indian train, there are tiers, one above other. So in Japanese houses, there are like that, one above other 10 tiers, 10 berths, and people are sleeping. I think poor people must be sleeping like that, because they don't have much space. It's a very small country. But if so many people are living in such a confined small place, their energy will start affecting each other in such a way that they will be doing things which they will say, how it has happened. I have not done it. Others' thought will start affecting. Osho had said long while that in 1 square miles, I think, as far as I remember, there should be only 4 people if their energy should not affect others. So we are always desiring that there should be some friend, some company. They will be more harming us than helping us. You have to understand all those things. Don't seek company of negative people, unconscious people. Otherwise, your life will be hell, or very confused, very clouded. Just yesterday, I was listening to. I've heard so many stories, but they are all meaningful in a way. About a family. I think it's a story of USA. Connecticut is the state. Connecticut is state. So they were living. This family was living in a village, and then I don't remember exactly what happened that they wanted to go to some city. So they went to a city, I think Brookfield, small city. And then the moment the day they entered into that house, their small son started behaving in a strange way. He said there is someone standing there, and he will just make noises. He will hiss this. He will shout too much. And he said, I just saw someone standing on the outside the gate. He looked so cruel and so bad. And his father and mother, they thought that he is just because he is missing the old place, so he's creating. He want us to go back, so he is creating all these actings. Then but it went on increasing. Then he was shouting a lot, and he was hissing. He was trying to harm his sister and all those things. Then slowly his health started deteriorating, and his sound, he could not speak. He would be just doing like gibberish. He will have strange sounds coming out, but his speech disappeared. So someone told them, you go to some church and you should have this exorcism. You need some exorcist. What?
Exorcism.
Exorcism. You are more expert in these things. So, but the church, first the child was brought to them. They said there is no problem with him. He is all right. And then later on it deteriorated, but they were not ready to do this exorcism. What exorcism?
Exorcism.
Exorcism. So then they came to know about paranormal psychology experts, 2 person. I think in paranormal psychology. One was Laurel, and the other was whatever her. One was male and other was female. So they contacted these 2 people. They said that we will help you. So they entered into their house. They came in their house. And when they say that, he said this whole house is haunted. And when they saw the child, they said that about 40 evil spirit has possessed this child, and they are fighting among each other. Who will occupy which place? So he is in a great difficulty. The child is in a great problem. So he said that talk to the church, some church. They should do some ritual exorcism, and but these parents said that we have already talked, they are not ready for it. He said that we will talk, we will arrange it for you. So then these two people, they arranged. And then these people from church, they came, few of them. And then at that time, the child's sister had a boyfriend. And he was very much a sensitive person. He wanted to help that boy. So he said that I will be present while this exorcism will happen. But these priests, these fathers, they said, no, you cannot be present. But he insisted, he said that I will be there. Then they said that you remain silent, you have to not speak even one word there. He said, he agreed. Then they started doing all those things. And seeing the situation of the child, he became very sensitive, and he said that if you have the guts, you evil spirit, you enter into me. This is my challenge. You get out of him. And after this whole things, child started recovering. He started becoming better. His voice also returned. But then this boy, his situation started becoming little bad. So then the girl, I think the name of the brother was David, and his sister's name was Devi. Names are immaterial. So this the girl, his girlfriend, she could see the change in the boy. Her name was, I've forgotten something. I will call him Alien, whatever his name. So then they started living in other place, away from their parents, both these boys and girl. And the girl got a job, and she was very happy. So the boy said that he was also very happy. He said that we will celebrate it. So I will go with you to your place, your workplace, and I will wait there. And once it is finished, then we will go and celebrate at some restaurant. So the girl said, all right. So once the work was finished, they went, and she said that our family is also nearby, so we will take them also. So all of them went to some restaurant which was owned by a man called Alan. He was also very inviting and happy that they came there. Then this man Alan, he was looking at the younger sister of Devi very much. He was staring for a very long time. So then there began an argument. They started arguing, why you are doing this? And this boy Alien, he was just looking from a distance. And then finally he jumped over that man, and he hit him with something, whatever, 5 times or something. Then that man died. And then police was called there. And this man has, this alien, When he was caught, he said that I have not done anything. I don't remember I have done anything. I have not done anything. They inquired about his past. He had never been done any crime, no violence, nothing. So then it was the case was filed that some evil spirit has entered into him, and it has done it. He has not done it, because the whole history was told how his brother-in-law, it had happened to him. But the judges in the court, they said that we cannot give our judgment on the basis of something invisible. It is very obvious he is killed. You have to bring some concrete proof. So finally, his lawyers, they understood that this way we cannot save him. So they said that he did it in his self-defense. So then it was rational enough. So he was given. He will go to jail for 10 to 20 years, some in between. But he was freed within 5 years. So his girlfriend was waiting for him still, and then they got married and they lived. Afterwards, there was no problem. They left that place, so they were all right. Another story which I was hearing yesterday. It happened in Spain, perhaps in Madrid. And the man who was telling me, this was also told by some Tahir Khan. So he said that there is always lot of demand for these ghost stories. But I am a criminal expert. I am an expert of crime stories. So, and I cannot talk. I cannot speak about stories where there is not much proof. But this has been registered in that place, Spain, wherever it happened, Madrid or wherever. It's a police case, very concrete case. So then that's why I've chosen this story. So I have heard, because I've heard so many stories yesterday, so everything details I don't remember, but this was a girl. So she was living in a family, maybe they had new house or whatever, that I don't remember exactly. So after some time, this girl, she started behaving in a strange way in this house, and then she was aggressive to her younger brother. So she will say that I will kill him or something like that. Exactly I don't remember because I've forgotten. So something like that happened. And then her behavior changed much, and her health started deteriorating, and the girl died. So their parents, they were very much, they loved the girl very, so they thought that they will keep her room intact like the way it used to be before. So they will clean the room every day or in after every 2-3 days. After about maybe 1 week, started happening that the mother will hear very like a voice which is in very great pain, and the voice is saying, "Mummy, save me," something like that. And then when she heard it many times, she entered into that room, and then when she entered, she felt that there is like a strong air, cold wind there. Outside it was not like that, but in that room it was like that. And then she saw that the bed, everything was like, the pillow was somewhere else, the bed sheet was somewhere else, the everything was topsy-turvy kind, and there was a picture of Jesus that was also hanging in a upside down, and her picture was like also like that. So she felt, who has done it? Then every day she started hearing all those things in the night, and all these sounds became more stronger. She will arrange everything, and in the night everything will be disarranged, and her sound will be like as if she is in great anguish, great agonies. She will be calling, "Mummy, Mummy," and then they decided that they will lock that room. So they locked that room. They asked for a carpenter. He just locked that room, and they put the sofa and all those things on it so that nothing can happen. But on that night it became even like more stronger, and her sound was even more powerful, and the lock broke on its own, and the wind was very strong, and then this girl, she started harming her small brother. He will be sleeping in his bed, and then it will be like football. He will go to her sister's bed, because maybe they were sleeping together also sometime. So he will be thrown to the other bed. From that exactly I don't remember. She tried to harm her mother in some way. Then the mother thought that it is now too much, so she called the police. That maybe she thought that someone is playing some game. They want to throw us out of this house. So the police came there, and she said the whole thing. They didn't believe it. It was incredible. So then they entered into that room. They also felt that it is like inside there is a wind, and outside there was nothing like that. They also saw that everything were misplaced. Nothing was at its right place. And then she said that about her son also, that he is being thrown from one bed to another. They said that they started laughing. But then she said, you just be there and see, you just watch it. So again on that night it happened. They saw all those things. It is in the police report, all those things. And before that, I think before these things happened, I don't remember exactly the sequence, but maybe before that, from her hostel, one or two teacher came there, because they said that now we have come to know that your daughter has died, so we want to tell you something. It happened 6 months before her death. So what has happened, that one of her friend's boyfriend, he died in a motorcycle accident. So that girl was very much like heartbroken. And this girl, the girl about whom I'm telling the whole story, her mother's name was Julie. I don't remember her name. So she used to read lot of books on tantra and all those things, like what do you call it, this jadoo tona, spell and all those things. Maybe she was what is it, planchet, what is it, where you bring the ghost, what is they come in the when you call the spirits, what chat it is called, you know nothing. They know how to call these dead people, dead spirit, planchet or something. I'm forgetting the exact word. So she was reading lot of those material. So these teachers, they said that I saw once that there were 4 girls. One girl was the girl whose boyfriend had died, and in the middle of the night they were doing something on some board, and there was a glass which was flying. So I was watching it from distance. I went there and I was watching, and then I saw that some kind of smoke came and it entered into her body, into the body of this girl who had now died. So she just warned them, don't do all these things, and she just scolded them that you are doing wrong things, what you are doing this. So then when they saw these policemen, these things, whatever, they saw the whole thing, then they said that we have no way to help you in this. So the only way is that you leave this place and you start living somewhere else. So then they left this place. Afterwards, there was no such problem. So these things are very much possible. I'm not like, the negative energy can be in certain place, and that can be very harmful to you. So I have seen so many places where the energy is very positive, and some places, few places where the energy is negative. I have been to so many places where you go and you can enter into meditation immediately. The whole place is charged with positive energy because so many people have been meditating. I have seen so many of such kind of places where the energy is such that it will help you to enter into meditation. So the negatively charged places is also possible. Not possible, it is a case. If you go to a place where prostitution happens or where murderers are, you will bring with you very negative energy. So if you want to grow in meditation, then one has to keep very much away from these kind of people and places. Otherwise, we may be thinking we are great people, we are like Superman, nothing will happen to us. But this energy, it is a very subtle thing. You will not even know, and it has entered into you, and it has started playing its game. Like you were saying that you used to hear voices and it will say, do such things. Then you can do anything, and you are not a person who is a master of his mind or her mind. So you have to be very careful. Any time you can fall down. So avoid all those things which you cannot handle. Otherwise later on you will be in great trouble. Don't play a joke with your own life. If you are sincere, then you have to be very careful. That's why it is treading upon the edge of razor. तलवार के धार पर चलने जैसा. Little imbalance you are, little careless you are, and you will fall. That is being yog bhrasht. You have fallen down from a state of yoga. And then maybe for many lives you cannot come back to the right state. Once you have started your journey of going down, you know how you will know that when you will get out of it. So one has to be careful to avoid all those things which will be harmful for the growth of your consciousness. So only always seek positive people. Be with people who are more conscious than you. We try to be with people who are less conscious, because that is ego fulfilling. We are the boss there. Don't try to find some Superman. Maybe all those Supermen are just charlatans. They're cheats, frauds. To find a genuine person, an authentic person, a real person is very difficult, because we are ourselves also quite impure. So only impure person will be attracting you more. So one has to be very careful.